So let's see. So we had Adelaide, Elena, Amy, Anya, Athena, Bronwyn, Charlotte, Ava, Fiona, Grace, and Hope. Lovely names, but we're only halfway through the alphabet. Hope you enjoyed your tea. I know those tingleberry teas are amazing, aren't they? Also make my job easier. This next point just makes it a little easier for you to get some tingles. Okay, so let's see, where were we up to? We had done Hope. We're up to J? Okay. In our girls. So we've got a lot of nice J names. Jacqueline, Jade. Jade is the precious green stone from Asia. In China, the word jade means treasure because it is one of the most beloved, prized substances in the world. The Chinese call it the stone of heaven and believe it symbolizes everything good, from loyalty and wisdom to beauty and immortality. In the Western world, associations are less favorable. The word jade comes from the Spanish for stone of the flank, as jade was believed to cure intestinal distress. The word in English means a broken down horse or a nagging woman, or to become hardened and wearied, jaded. However, shortly after Mick Jagger named his daughter Jade in the 1970s, the name took off. Now, even more popular than Jade are its variations, Jada, and mostly for boys, Jaden. Jada, J-A-E-D-A, is an unrelated Arabic name whose merits will sadly go unappreciated in a world filled with Jadas, and Jadens. Okay, let's see, where did I? Oh, there's the pen. Okay, so put Jade down. It does have a nice meaning, doesn't it? Also got Jamie, Jane, Jasmine, Jaden, Jemima, Jenna, Jennifer, which of course has the name Jenny as well, Jessica, Jill, Jimena, Joanna, Jocelyn, Jolie, Jordan, Josephine, Journey, that's a pretty new one actually, Joy. You really do like your virtues, don't you? Joy to the world. Joy is a name of expansive happiness, glee, exaltation. In the old days, joy was a religious name, at home alongside faith, hope, and charity. Now it has cast off that mantle as simply a celebration of life and happiness. Now let's see, what else do we have? Joyce, Judith, Julia, June. Yeah, does make me think of The Handmaid's Tale as well. Justice. Found one that's too serious for you. Justine. On to our K's. We have Caitlin, Callie, Kara, Karen, Carla, Karma, Cassandra. That's a lovely name. Cassandra is a tragic heroine from Greek mythology. She was the daughter of King Priam of Troy, on whom Apollo bestowed the gift of prophecy. When she burned his affections, he cursed her, ensuring that nobody would believe her predictions. Despite her inauspicious history, her name has been beloved. It's a lovely name. So you do put that one down. With the K, you like it? I think it's lovely with the K. Cassidy, Catherine, very classic name. Kayla, Keely, Kira, Kelly, Kelsey, Kendall, Kendra, Kenna, Kennedy, Kenya, Kezia. It's a cute name. Kezia is an uncommon but traditional name that's a clever alternative to the increasingly popular Kenzie, short for Mackenzie. Kezia, along with Jemima and Karen, was one of the biblical Job's late-born daughters. Kezia was born after Job's troubles had abated. That, coupled with the names meaning cassia, which is a tree with yellow flowers, suggests only good things. Yeah. Let's see, cassia. Let's have Kiana, Kiara, Kimberly, Kimora, Kinsley, Kristen, Kylie. Into our L's we have Lacey, Layla, Lena, Lainey, Lara, Laura, Leah. In the Bible's book of Genesis, Jacob is promised that he can marry beautiful Rachel if he labors for 7 years. The night after his wedding, he realizes he's been tricked into marrying Rachel's older, tired sister Leah. He finally marries Rachel too, but has to work another 7 years afterward. An ugly story for a beautiful name. Others are nicer. In England, the Leah is a meadow, and many names end on that sound. In Hawaii, Leah is the native goddess of canoe making. Some parents who want to make sure the name is pronounced with 2 syllables instead of 1 go with the alternative spelling of L-I-A. Yeah, it's a very nice classic name. Let's see what we got. Lida, Leilani, Lena, Leslie, Letitia, Liana, Libby, Liberty, Lila, Lillian, Linda, Lindsay, Lisa, Livia. That's cute. Livia is a short for the immensely fashionable name Olivia. Some parents are choosing this cropped variation to separate their lives from the pack. In ancient times, the name came from the Roman last name Livius. The modern version of the name suggests liveliness, with the clear live being out front, and extends a branch of peace with the olive connection. One of the characters in James Joyce's novel Finnegan's Wake was Livia, and the name does have a whiff of Ireland to it. It's evocative of the River Liffey, which runs through Dublin. Dublin, shall I say. You like Livia? It's cute, isn't it? Logan. I think of it more as a boy's name, but Could be a cute name. Lola, London, Lorelei, Lorna, Louise, Lucy, Luna, Luz, Lydia. We have a lovely Lydia here. She's amazing. Lynn, Lyric. Yeah, people use the name, apparently. Into our M's, we have Maple, Mackenzie, Macy, Madeline, Madison, Maeve, Magdalena, Maisie, McKenna, Malia, very popular nowadays, Mallory, Mara, Marin, Margaret, Maria, very classic. It's a lovely name, isn't it? Maria is the Mediterranean version of Mary. In Shakespeare's day, the name was pronounced Mariah, whereas now it's more commonly pronounced Maria. Maria is a deeply traditional and religious name, but it sounds utterly modern. The name exists in Islam as well. Maria was a wife of Muhammad. It trips poetically off the tongue, reminding us of the sound of music. How do you solve a problem like Maria? West Side Story, Tony's Love, the subject of the song, Maria. Opera diva, Maria Callas, and the soaring hymn, Ave Maria. Singer Mariah Carey brought the old fashioned pronunciation back into the mainstream. Variations Marie and Marion are considered dated, but Marion, the heroine of Robin Hood and Raiders of the Lost Ark, as well as one of Sarah Jessica Parker's twins, may make a comeback. I've also got Marley, Martha, Mary, very classic, Matilda, Maud, Mavis, Maya, Meadow. I love that name. I know it can be a little out there for some people. Megan, Melanie, Melissa, Melody, Mercedes, Meredith, Mia, Micah, Michaela. It's a lovely name. Strong and mighty. Michaela takes her name from Michael, one of the great names of the Bible. In Christianity, Michael is the warrior archangel, the commander of the army of the Lord, winged, clad in armor, sword in hand, ready for battle. He is the patron saint of soldiers. In Jewish tradition, Michael is the defender of Israel. He is an angel at the left hand of God in Islamic tradition. Michaela is edgier than the more traditional Michelle. It has been used in the US since 1967 and became quite popular in the 1990s when the TV series Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman was airing. Michaela Quinn. Yeah, it is a lovely name. Michaela. Then Michelle, Milagros, Miley, Millicent, Mina, Mira, Miracle, Miranda, Mariah, Miriam, Moira, Molly, Mona, Monica, Montserrat, Morgan, Mila. Mila is a popular mashup of popular names Maya and Miley, with a little Mia thrown in for good measure. Mila has been in use since 2005 and is growing in popularity. It is unlikely to be related to the boy's name Miles, which means soldier, and is sometimes linked to Michael. Like Mila? Okay. On to our N names. Let's see. You've got Nadia, Naima, Nancy, Naomi, Natalie, Natasha, Nivea, Nia, that's a cute name, Nicole, Nina, Noelle, Nola, Nora, Norma, Nyla. No N names. Okay. Into O. We have Octavia. Sounds very regal, doesn't it? Comes from the octavus, or 8 in Latin. In the 19th century, this name, or its male part, Octavian, was used for the 8th child in a family. Octavia is related to Augusta. Both names evoke Augustus Caesar, who was also referred to as Octavian, and whose sister was Octavia. The name also connotes musicality because of the octave. Yeah, you like Octavia? Olive, Olivia, very cute. Olympia, Una, Opal. Then into our P names, Paige, Paisley, Paloma, Pamela, Paris, Parker, Patience. I knew you would like Patience. Of course. Patience is a virtue and also back in style. The name all but disappeared after the 1800s until a comeback in 1994. Now it's inching its way up the chart. It's nowhere near Grace and Hope and some others, but in an age of tweeting and texting and channel surfing, patience is a nice quality to remember. And if you want to avoid nicknames, it's a good choice. Got Patricia, Paula, Penelope, and the nickname Penny, Perla, Perry, Petra, Peyton, Philippa, Phoebe, Phoenix. Phoenix is invincible. This gorgeous bird of mythology dies in flames and rises from the ashes to live again. It symbolizes hope, perseverance, and rebirth. In Greek mythology, Phoenix was the founder of the Phoenician civilization, and the word means violet red in Greek. The name also calls to mind actors River and Joaquin Phoenix, as well as the city in Arizona. There are more boys named Phoenix than girls, but this may be changing. Like Phoenix. Phyllis, Piper, Presley, Princess, it's a little sweet for me, Priscilla, only one Q name, Quinn, it's cute though, R. We have Rachel, Raina, Raven, Rebecca, Reese, Regan, Regina, or Regina, Renee. Yeah, you like it. It is coming back. Renee is born again. Truly, Ray means again, and Nay is for French for birth, so it means birth again. Renee is an affirmation of one's Christianity. Famous Renees include opera singer Renee Fleming and actresses Renee Russo and Renee Zellweger. Renee's heyday was in the late 1960s, early 1970s. She's been a little on the slide since then. We have Rhea, Rihanna, Riley, Rita, Roberta, Robin, Rose. Rose is the queen of the garden, was the first flower to become a name, probably because of its association with the Virgin Mary, who is often symbolized by roses. Mary is said to have kissed a white rose on her entrance to heaven, causing the flower to turn red. Roses represent purity and were used to ward off disease and evil in the Middle Ages. The name was most popular around the 1910s, but time has done little to fade its beauty. Today it seems to be the middle name of choice. Is a lovely name, Rose. We've got Rosemary, Rowan, Rowena, Roxanne, Ruby, Ruth, Ryan, and then into our S's. We have Sabrina, Sadie, Sage, Selma, Samantha, Samara, Sana, Sandra, Sarah, Sasha, Saskia, Savannah. The Savannah River in the American South gave its name to two cities, one in Georgia and one in South Carolina. Savannah is a wide open plain. The word sounds like other girls' names. There's some Samantha in there, some Susanna, some Hannah. So it made a good choice for a tweak on some classics. The name was popular in the 19th century, then disappeared for a while, and was revived by the now obscure movie Savannah Smiles in 1982. These days, there are many Savannahs running around the schoolyard. It is a lovely name, isn't it? Got a long list here for you. Scarlett, Celia, Selena, Serena, Shania, Shannon, Sharon, Shayla, Shayna, Shaya, Shelby, Shiloh, Shirley, Sierra, Simone, Sky, Sloan, Sonia, Sophia. It's a cute name, isn't it? And of course, Sophie as well. Stacy, Stella, Stephanie. Stephanie comes from Stephen, which means crown in Greek. Saint Stephen was the first Christian martyr. He was stoned to death for his beliefs as recorded in the Bible's books of Acts. Stephanie has been around for a long time, but the name doesn't sound too common in the way that some traditional ones, such as Catherine or Margaret or before Jane do. Perhaps it's because the name was so intensely trendy in the 1980s. It sounds like it could have stepped out of the Bangles and leg warmer era. You like Stephanie? It's a cute name. Summer, Susan, Sydney, Sylvia. Then into our T's we have Tabitha, Tamara, Tamsin, Tansy, Tanya, Tara, Tatiana, Tatum, Taylor, Tegan. Taylor? Tailor means, no surprise, one who cuts and fits clothing. It has been a boy's name for hundreds of years, but only since 1979 has it been a girl's name too. This little seamstress shot from obscurity to the top 10 in the mid-1990s, and is now sliding back down. Taylor has a pretty ring to it, thanks to the Tay sound up front, and its muted ending gives it a tomboyish quality that appeals to many as well. Be forewarned that the name is unisex. Your girl Taylor may end up dating a boy Taylor, as happened with singer Taylor Swift, female, and actor Taylor Lautner, male. Tegan, oh, you like Taylor? We'll put that one down. Tegan, Teresa, Talia, Tia, Tiana, Tiffany. Oh, did I skip a page? There we go. Tori and Trinity. Then into U's. Ulrika. Never even heard of that. Ursula. Just makes me think of Phoebe's sister and friends. Yeah. Into V's we have Valentina, Valerie, Vanessa, Veronica, Victoria, Viola, Violet. Violet is the color of royalty and mystery, creativity and moodiness. Violets are flowers that signify modesty. This one has Hollywood appeal. Gwyneth Paltrow won her Oscar for portraying Viola de Lesseps in Shakespeare in Love. And Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner named their eldest daughter Violet. It's lovely, isn't it? Virginia, Vivian. Then to our W's, we have Wanda, Wendy, Whitney, Wilhelmina, Willow, that's a cute name, Winifred. With X we have Jimena, Xiomara. With Y we have Yadira, Yamilet, Yasmin, Yesenia, Yolanda, Yvette. And then with Z we have Zahava, Zelda, Zion, Zoe. It is a cute name, Zoe, isn't it? Zoe comes from the Greek and means life. Zoe is a name that sounds too cool to be real, but it is traditional, in use at least the 3rd century AD. Saint Zoe died in Rome in the 200s. Byzantine Empress Zoe lived during the 400s and is commemorated in gorgeous gold mosaics in Istanbul's Hagia Sophia. Zoe was considered exotic until the 1980s when it rediscovered and shot way in popularity. Actresses Zoe Caldwell and Zoe Deschanel prove that it works in any age. Zoe is a lively and meaningful choice for any fan of J.D. Salinger. His novel, Franny and Zoe, was published in 1961, though the titular Zoe is a boy. And then finally, our last girl's name, Zora. No, okay. So, I think that will do it for now. I'm going to just read you through the names, the list of names we've made. We've got Adelaide, Elena, Amy, Anya, Athena, Bronwyn, Charlotte, Ava, Fiona, Grace, Hope, Jade, Joy, Cassandra, Kezia, Leah, Livia, Maria, Michaela, Octavia, Patience, Phoenix, Renee, Rose, Savannah, Stephanie, Taylor, Violet, Zoe. So, wow, we took it from a lot more down to a bit of a shorter list, but it's still quite long. I think you're only having one child, right? You don't even know if it's a girl. But that's a good place to start. So I think when we meet next time, then we'll look into the boys, since you don't know the gender. Yes, wonderful. Well, I am looking forward to it. It'll be lovely to spend some more time with you and these lovely baby names.